Hey, excuse me.
Rockstar.
Around here?
What? Who? You want fries with that?
Rockstar.
Is he available for communication?
Who?
I don't really like making these sort of negative commentaries. It would be nice to just make a bunch of positive videos praising Rockstar for anything and everything that they do, but the fact of the matter is that's just not how things are. Rockstar needs to do a much better job at communicating with the players. You know, they've always been a company that has been more secretive of their projects and never really communicated that much to begin with. But over the past few years especially, the relationship between Rockstar and their communities for their games has dropped off to an all-time low. It never used to be this bad. In the past, it seems like Rockstar has always gotten a pass for their lack of communication because the games that they put out would just speak for themselves. You always knew what they were working on would be amazing and well worth the wait. With the recent launch of the trilogy remasters, I think that really just sent the community directly downwards in terms of the reception and confidence of the company. You know, we hardly get any information about those games before launch, not even a gameplay trailer, and sure enough, the game's released completely unfinished, which is very, very unlike the Rockstar we all know and love. And even just the communication after the whole PC launch disaster was awful. But over on the GTA and Red Dead Online side of things, as a content creator, I can just feel the negativity and hostility that the community has towards the games. And the communication is so bad that the Red Dead Online community thinks that you've completely abandoned the game, Rockstar. You have an entire dedicated community for Red Dead that loves and plays your game, and you essentially give them breadcrumbs when they're starving. Now with my luck, when this video comes out, an update might already be announced, making the timing horrible, but my point still stands, the communication is almost non-existent. Your hardcore fans should not have to ponder on if the company abandoned the game completely or not. And if you've been in this community for a while, you've probably noticed this pattern too. Every time Rockstar does drop some information and talk to their community, everyone celebrates and says things like, yes, finally, you're talking to us, please continue this, we want this communication. And then you know what happens after that? They go right back to their old ways of just saying nothing. And I'm included in that as well. I've definitely said that same thing before. GTA Online has so many issues right now in its current state. So many things need to be addressed, whether that be the numerous God mode glitches that are plaguing the game, cheaters, balance issues, bugs, and most of these have been issues for years now. And Rockstar claims to be listening to the community feedback, and they claim to be bringing quality of life updates to the game with each update. I'm sorry, but adding a feature to be able to buy snacks in bulk, or just adding the ability to stance your car from the interaction menu, after 6 months to a year of development time when there are so many issues with this game is just not enough. We expect much more from a developer of one of the most, if not the most profitable online service games on the market right now. Reporting people in GTA Online does absolutely nothing. Someone can just abuse God mode for as long as they want, and even if I reported them with video evidence of the person abusing said glitch and sent it into Rockstar support, nothing would ever happen to that player. That player would see zero punishment. The cheater situation on PC is horrible. You know, every online game nowadays has problems with cheaters. It's just how it is now, especially with free-to-play games becoming mainstream. But none are as bad as GTA Online. The fact that you can get session breached by a modder in a private session because they happen to have your Rockstar ID noted somewhere so that every time you go online, they can just make your life a living hell is completely ridiculous. Rockstar never brings up the cheating situation to the community. I can't even remember the last time they spoke about actions they were taking to prevent cheaters, aside from, hey, just report them with the in-game menu and we'll ban them. The difference between other game studios and Rockstar, though, is that they actually talk to their fan base. Call of Duty and Warzone has had a cheating problem ever since its launch 2 years ago. I think this week even, they're dropping a brand new anti-cheat system to try to combat it. Rockstar has done nothing to combat the cheating issue in the 6 years that the PC version has been out, aside from shutting down a couple of mod menus. But aside from the general cheating and modding issues in online, even just the regular things that come with live service games like bugs and glitches and maintenance, we get zero communication on the status of anything or if any bugs are getting fixed at all. Battlefield 2042 should have never launched as rough as it did. It needed way more development time, but in the meantime, they created an entire Twitter account dedicated to posting updates on bug fixes, dev comments, details on patches, all of that stuff just to keep the community up to date with everything. So many studios nowadays have direct relationships with content creators for their games. This is a win-win situation because as a content creator, you cover the game day in and day out, so chances are you would be a valuable asset when it comes to finding issues and other problems with whatever game it is. And by having that relationship, you can easily report things to the devs. It's even part of Call of Duty's marketing strategy to involve content creators of their games for promotion. And don't take this the wrong way as me complaining because Rockstar doesn't recognize me or follow me on Twitter or something. That's not at all why I'm bringing this up. The point I'm trying to make is this. We want to help you, Rockstar. We want to make the games as best as they can be for the community. And I think I could speak for any creator of either Red Dead or GTA Online when I say that. It's mutually beneficial for both parties because we both want the games to succeed. The problem is that you don't let us help you. By not communicating, you just alienate everyone against you and force us to assume the worst, especially after the disastrous launch of the trilogy. Hopefully someday someone from Rockstar that has a say in how they interact with the community can see this video, and maybe it'll spark some change. Keyword, maybe. Thank you guys all for watching, and have a great day.